Few television series in history have managed to capture the perfect blend of warmth, struggle, and raw humanity like Little House on the Prairie. From 1974 to 1983, audiences were invited into Walnut Grove, a small Midwestern town where the Ingalls family felt less like scripted characters and more like extended relatives. Each week, viewers followed Michael Landon as Charles Ingalls, alongside a young Melissa Gilbert, who brought Laura Ingalls Wilder's frontier stories to life with sincerity and charm. The series explored everyday life, family bonds, and the struggles of pioneer living with remarkable authenticity. A television phenomenon. During its run, Little House on the Prairie became a cultural phenomenon. Families tuned in religiously to watch tales of resilience and community triumph. The series managed to balance humor and heartbreak, teaching values without ever feeling preachy. Its portrayal of frontier life captured imaginations, with simple chores, schoolhouse lessons, and seasonal hardships serving as more than just setting. They were characters in their own right. While other shows of the 1970s relied on situational comedy or sensationalism, Little House thrived on humanity, showing the beauty in ordinary struggles and the courage needed to face them week after week. The explosive farewell. When the series concluded, it did so in a way no one could have predicted. The 1984 TV movie finale, The Last Farewell, saw Walnut Grove under threat from a greedy land baron who wanted to claim the town for himself. Instead of surrendering, the townspeople chose an unthinkable solution. They blew it up. The schoolhouse, the church, the general store, all reduced to rubble in a literal explosion. What shocked audiences even more was that it wasn't a special effect. Michael Landon insisted the set be destroyed for real. The town's final farewell was dramatic, permanent, and unforgettable. Michael Landon's vision. Landon's decision to demolish the set wasn't born from anger or spite. By the early 1980s, ratings had begun to slip, and NBC decided it was time to end the series. Landon, however, refused to let Walnut Grove linger as an abandoned backdrop or be repurposed for other productions. If the story was over, he wanted it to end conclusively and symbolically. The explosion represented finality, a town and a story that could not be revived or repeated. For Landon, it was about control, closure, and honoring the narrative he had nurtured for nearly a decade with care and dedication. Symbolism in destruction. The final blast became more than just television spectacle. It was symbolic. Some fans admired the bold choice, seeing it as a metaphor for the impermanence of life and the inevitability of change. Others felt it was harsh, perhaps too dark for a show remembered for its gentle, wholesome tone. Over time, myths arose, suggesting the episode had been banned or removed from syndication. In truth, it aired multiple times, though networks often preferred lighter episodes for daytime reruns. Regardless, the finale secured its place in television history as an unforgettable, audacious moment. Behind the scenes. Tension's life behind the camera wasn't always as idyllic as the screen suggested. Michael Landon wore multiple hats as actor, writer, director, and producer, which gave him immense creative influence, but also sparked friction. His co-creator, Ed Friendly, often clashed with him over storytelling and production choices. Even cast members weren't immune. Karen Grassel, who played Caroline Ingalls, had disputes over pay and recognition. Longtime friendships were tested as Landon's perfectionism sometimes collided with collaboration. These tensions, while challenging, contributed to the depth and quality of the series, pushing everyone involved to deliver their best performances. Personal life and public perception. Landon's personal life added another layer of complexity. His affair with makeup artist Cindy Clarico, while still married, reverberated through the cast, particularly affecting Melissa Gilbert, who considered Landon a father figure. The betrayal created distance, and the two did not speak for years. Their eventual reconciliation shortly before Landon's death in 1991 mirrored the bittersweet nature of the series itself, a mix of heartache, forgiveness, and resolution. This glimpse behind the scenes reminds us that the people who created Walnut Grove had lives that were as messy, emotional, and human as the stories they told. Tackling difficult issues. Little House on the Prairie was far from a simple tale of pioneer life. The series courageously explored racism, addiction, disability, assault, and poverty at a time when family television rarely touched such subjects. Episodes like Sylvia shocked viewers with their realism, while others confronted prejudice and injustice directly. The series' willingness to tackle uncomfortable topics set it apart, creating stories that lingered long after the credits rolled. It wasn't just about quaint family life. It was about the courage to face adversity, the complexity of morality, and the resilience of ordinary people navigating extraordinary circumstances. Beyond nostalgia. For many, Little House is remembered as gentle nostalgia filled with bonnets, barns, and moral lessons by candlelight. Yet its true legacy lies in its bold storytelling. The series did not shy away from pain, conflict, or complexity. It asked audiences to witness the messiness of life and the courage it takes to endure it. Whether dealing with personal loss, community challenges, or moral dilemmas, Walnut Grove was a microcosm of the human experience. The charm of the show lies not in its simplicity, but in its ability to make viewers reflect on the enduring struggles and triumphs that define human life. Legacy of Walnut Grove. The destruction of Walnut Grove in The Last Farewell stands as both a dramatic spectacle and a perfect metaphor. It was excessive to some, profound to others, a literal and symbolic ending to a beloved story. Decades later, people still discuss that final explosion, reflecting on the show's impact, its narrative ambition, and the emotional resonance it carried. More than 40 years after its premiere, Little House on the Prairie continues to influence television storytelling, demonstrating that family entertainment can be simultaneously heartwarming, challenging, and unforgettable, leaving an enduring mark on audiences across generations. Conclusion: a story that lasts. Ultimately, Little House on the Prairie is more than a TV show. It is a testament to storytelling that embraces the full spectrum of human experience. Through triumph and tragedy, laughter and tears, the series captured life's beauty and hardship with honesty. Michael Landon's vision, the cast's dedication, and the narrative's courage to confront difficult realities created a legacy that continues to resonate. Walnut Grove may have been destroyed on screen, but the memories, lessons, and emotional impact of its stories remain very much alive, reminding us why the show still matters decades after its finale.